Today we have two-time Super Bowl champ LeSean Shady McCoy. We're talking the 2017 Snovertime Game.
Breaking a tackle, McCoy into the end zone.
The cool thing about the snow, what people don't understand is that when I get tackled, it's like falling on pillows. And they can't get their traction, but I can. Sign me up.
So are you the greatest snow running back of all time?
I don't know.
I'm saying yes.
You see them moves?
We're going to see a lot of insane takes. You always get your popcorn ready when Shady is here.
Everybody's so sensitive. Listen, on TV, in the locker room, I'm the same way. I just speak the truth. I used to believe that your coach, Bill Belichick, was one of the greatest coaches of all time, right?
You used to.
But now, I updated my information. And that is super false. You go from the top of the division, top of the AFC East for 20 years. Now you're at the bottom. We in Brentwood.
We are in Brentwood.
OJ got out of prison. Can we go see his house?
Games with Names is a production of iHeartRadio. Welcome to Games with Names, presented by WinBet. And on today's episode, we're talking the 2017 Snovertime Game with Shady LeSean McCoy.
Is it a Stone Cold Steve Austin type thing? Like, if you said Steve Stone Cold Austin, that just doesn't work. Shady, it's almost like you just replace. You never hear LeSean and Shady in the same place.
I just think of it as Shady.
It's Shady.
I got screwed up when I saw LeSean. I knew that was his name, but everyone knows him as Shady.
I'm with you. It's like a Batman Bruce Wayne thing. You're never gonna see them in the same.
You're never gonna
sentence,
see.
Yeah,
or you can't. But you know what we're gonna see? We're gonna see a lot of insane takes.
Oh my gosh.
Topics, snow game, Belichick versus Reid talk, Hall of Fame talk, a lot more. This guy had some. You always get your popcorn ready when Shady is here.
Oh, big time. I mean, we were holding our own too. It turned into a little debate, but good news, we're master debaters.
He just wants to debate. I was conflicted.
And then at the end of the day, we're gonna win every time. Rings, baby. Kiss the rings.
You gotta kiss the rings.
In Bill we trust. Glock management. Well, just Bill all day.
Two great coaches, but
No,
one's just
both
on a
great.
different level,
Yes.
All right.
And then we're going to wrap up the episode. We opened up the DMs. Fans are sending us recommendations of games they want us to do, guests they want us to have on. We'll come through a couple of them and see what we think.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Games with Names is brought to you by WinBet. WinBet brings the excitement of Win Las Vegas and Encore Boston Harbor to your phone. Join WinBet today and bet with the official online gaming product from Wynn Resorts. Make sure to check out Games with Names on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, X, Snapchat, and TikTok, Twitter or X, at Games with Names. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Comment on a game that you want us to do. And remember, rate and review.
Yeah.
December 10th, 2017, New Era Field, Orchard Park, New York.
As 16 inches of lake effect snow falls from the heavens.
LeSean McCoy in the All Reds streaks for the end zone. This is the Snovertime Game. Welcome to Games with Names, presented by WinBet. Today we have LeSean Shady McCoy in studio, two-time Super Bowl champ, two different teams, six-time Pro Bowler, the king of the 2010s, current host to Speak on FS1, and new teammate of mine. First time I'll get to enjoy and experience the real Shady McCoy, and future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the backs of the Hall of Fame? You see them other dudes?
Hey,
Are you
we
kidding me?
We just had to get it right.
Come on.
We had to get it right.
They got guys in there with two left feet in the Hall of Fame. running backs.
Who is the guy with two left feet
man,
in the
so
Hall of Fame?
Couple of them with two left feet.
Give me some names,
Couple of them
Shady.
with no real numbers. Couple of them that has been with a whole bunch of great players on the team. Like, it's a lot of them guys.
Who?
I'm gonna let you do your homework.
Who?
I'm gonna let you do your homework.
Who, Shady?
The thing is
You
this.
can't just go. Hey, so I just text my boy. I'm like, yo, I got Shady coming on. He's like, yo, you got to ask him, is he ever going to take accountability for these outlandish takes that he has sometimes? This is.
Let's talk about it.
Let's see.
The thing is that people are so used to just the normal, right?
Yeah.
If you say anything outside the normal, it's like, oh, he's tripping, he's crazy. But when you break it down, I mean, everything I say is factual. Now it's all opinions, right? But
It's just no filter. That's what it is.
there's
There's always that guy in the locker room that just says it how it is. Even if there's feelings involved, he's still gonna say it because you're that guy.
now we both play with Tom, and I played with him just a year. I love Tom, right? And you play with him longer, so obviously the love is probably different. But Gronk, I know Gronk very well from just like Pro Bowls and like little commercials we do together.
Yeah.
We just got cool, and then my agent was his agent, Drew Rosenhaus. So we were tighter than Tom, but they can tell you how I am. Listen, on TV, in the locker room, I'm the same way. The way I am when I walked in to now, that's one thing that I'm always going to be 100 and authentic. That's the problem nowadays. Everybody's so sensitive. If you say this guy can't play, it's like, oh my God. If you say this dude is this and that, it's like it's an issue. I just speak the truth
At the moment.
all the time.
Because things change. Like you could say something,
right.
and then something else can. I understand.
true.
I respect that.
True. Like for example, like I used to, a while ago, I used to believe that your coach Bill Belichick was one of the greatest coach of all time, right?
You used to.
But now, today, I updated my information, and that is super false.
Super. Let's hear it.
I mean, the guy that used to wear them big boots at quarterback, Brady, once he left, we seen the real Belichick. We seen the same Belichick before he got to the Patriots.
Which one is that?
You know that.
The one of the Browns where he took the Browns to the playoffs, and they were about to go to the playoffs. They were a sexy team to go to the AFC Championship, but then in the middle of the night, they announced that they're taking the team to Baltimore, and they show up to work. Fans are throwing things. There's riots in the streets. The Cleveland people were pissed. Distraction. Then they suck off that year. But, like, all right, I get it.
He had 5 years there, right, or 4?
I think
5.
Jackie, what do we got? By the way, this is Jack. He's in down here.
LeSean,
You're
good
the
to
fat
see him.
guy,
man.
right?
Something like that.
smart pick guy's
I'm a guy
always
with
here.
Google. I'm a guy with Google over here.
4 or 5 years he's been with the Browns. I can't remember.
91 to 95.
But guess what? He only had one winning season. This one of them.
The Browns. When's the last time?
I don't care what Belichick. What are we talking about? And then the best stat of them all is that without Tom Brady as his quarterback, do you know what he is? Do you know what he is?
I think he's like 500.
He's barely touching 500. And you watch them boys now, right? They don't look nothing like they used to look. Back in the day, when I was with the Bills, they cut this dude named Jamie Collins.
Yeah.
I was sitting there like, they cut him?
Most athletic guy.
He's their best player on defense. We used to watch him. I play for the Bills. We played twice a year. We used to watch him on tape. He could cover. He could sack. He could play the run. He was the best player. Hightower was good, but I thought Jamie Collins was better. Well, me and the offense thought he was better. How you cut a guy like that? Because you got 12. Nowadays, you know what they doing? They paying everybody to come there. We're going to pay all this extra money to come over here. Think about it, though.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find a quarterback. Is Mac the guy yet?
I
mean, Rome wasn't built overnight, Shady. You got to think about it. A 20-year dynasty. 20-year dynasty.
20 years.
20 years, right? And Tom is like a lot to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Okay, but
once that crumbles because of the salary cap, then you get into all these crazy things. Then you got to go and try to find. It's tough to when you're Rome and the shit crashes. It's hard to come back to become Rome again. Not right away.
2 things here, though.
And by the way, when you're evaluating, at least when I evaluate, it's like I remember talking with the owners, and they were like, yeah, we don't evaluate every year of our organization. We do it in 10-year increments, which we don't have any patience for anyone or any that nowadays. And I understand. And right now, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Bill. But I'm just saying, as a guy in the end that was there, motherfucker laid out a template. And it was based off of his best players having to make that template go.
Right.
And he just so happened to have the best football. Yes.
Yeah.
But that template, a lot of those characteristics that Tom had
Yeah.
when he went to Tampa.
Right.
I mean, it was probably because he was around that template.
But my thing is, so if all that's true, you go from the top of the division, top of the AFC East for 20 years. Now you're at the bottom. And my question to you is,
They're at the bottom right now.
I mean, where they at?
Were they the bottom last year? They finished fourth last year? They did.
I can't make this up.
They made the playoffs the year with the rookie.
Got smoked by 30. But look, this is the thing, though. This is the issue, though. So that's true. So you go from the top to the bottom. Cool, it happens.
It happens.
But when I look at other great coaches, like Andy Reid, like Sean Payton's, all these other coaches, right? Now Belichick's career, his resume's better, right? Andy Reid, no matter who the quarterback is, no matter whoever's playing around, they're not going to be terrible, right? Think about this for a second, though.
He's an offensive guy. That's his thing.
I don't know about offense. I'm saying as a team, wherever he goes, they're not going to be.
Did he draft Alex Smith?
No, he got it from San Francisco.
He got it from San Francisco after he had that little thunder in there, and then Kaepernick, and they traded him.
Yeah, they traded him because it was like, okay, they said Alex Smith was a bust. He's on a bus route. Oh, he's a bust.
But then he picked it up those last 2 years with Harbaugh.
I don't know if you want to call it that.
And then he got hurt. Yeah, he
brought great. They had one of the best defenses of all time.
They still do. But
and they ran the ball crazy. But anyway, he comes from the Niners to the Chiefs and instantly become like a Pro Bowl player. They winning in playoffs. Andy Reid goes to the Chiefs. They're terrible. They weren't winning. They get there with Andy Reid. They start winning. The Eagles, they were trash, right? He gets there, they start winning. So my point to you is, okay, no,
Belichick's been in the same division for 25 years, so the whole division's designed to try to beat him.
Not no more. Whoa. That's just that's
not anymore, but that's what happens.
People can't wait to play the Patriots now. So I don't want to make this about.
I don't think the quarterbacks do.
I mean, I don't know what that means. I don't know. I just know this: they don't look disciplined. They don't play smart football like they used to play. I don't see no development in the players. I'm being serious. When before I was like, damn, he got better. That guy got better. Damn, they look disciplined. We always just say this: playing the Patriots, they won't beat themselves. Now when I watch them,
I can't argue that.
You can't. These are facts.
I can't argue that right now.
Come on,
with the fundamentals. But he's still a great coach.
I think he's a really good coach. I do.
Did you ever ask Tom?
I won't even put this, on air, but Tom's, he's smart. He ain't gonna go back and forth with me. He'll do stuff like this. He might smile. One time I did a take on Belichick, and he seen it, and he DM'd me laughing. Now he didn't get into it because Tom is like, but he laughed like he knew. All right. He know what's going on.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But Shady, what do you say when people bring up the ring disparity? 8 rings to 3 rings. Belichick to Reid.
Tom Brady.
What about Mahomes?
Let me ask you a question though.
All right.
Mahomes only been starting for about 5 years, right?
Right.
You know that.
That's like what Tom was doing.
Patrick Mahomes has been to 5 AFC Championship games in a row. He's been to 3 Super Bowls, 2 winners. What you tell me? You could do it like that. Imagine if Andy Reid had Tom Brady. You know what that would look like? See, God knows what he's doing. God, he didn't want to give him that power, boy. He ran 15 championships. Come on, wait. You know what I'm saying? What we talking about here? What are we talking about? Then when he got there, he had all them freaking Hall of Fame defensive players. He's such a great defensive coach. I'm thinking like, is he? Well, yeah, because he had LT. That was hard to coach. Hey, man, put your mouthpiece in.
He's the first guy to ever make nickel for the San Francisco 49ers. That Andy Reid was on that staff.
So they tell you that. Okay, look.
He's the first. Literally, he was the first guy to pull a linebacker out.
Then we go to so LT. Then he goes to the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna skip over that Brown segment because that was real bad football.
They were good.
Okay.
They were good.
Good for 1 year.
Competitive.
Then we go to the Patriots. They had all these Hall of Fame defensive players. So I'm thinking like, damn. My first year was 2009. I remember playing a dude named Richard Sehorn. He played for the Raiders. And they was like, man, he's really good, but you should see when he was younger. I'm not younger. He was a beast.
Yeah.
Watched him as a young dude. Then them cornerbacks they had.
He drafted him.
Good. All I'm saying is when you talk about how great of a coach he is, and they go to the defense. Now, he is crafty with the way he schemes. I'll give him that. I'll give him credit because I played against him. But you can't get credit for all them great defensive players. Like, bro, At one time, you want to name it. Do you want me to name these Hall of Famers on air? It's a lot of them, bro.
There's a lot of them.
At one time.
Yeah, but he was a huge part of getting them there.
Their defense was so good that Asante Samuel was one of the best defensive players I've seen, especially as a corner. You know how good he is.
He was good.
He wasn't even starting at the time. They're like Law and what's the other Joe's really good? I forget his name. Anyway, that team was loaded.
They were.
Then God just gives him time. Like, come on, man. I hate to do this to your guy, but you know what I'm saying. You can't say it. I can say it, you can't say it.
But the thing is, every great coach has a quarterback linked to them. Andy Reid ain't linked to anything he's done before this Kansas City team.
Can't say that.
Yeah, you
mean?
can.
One of the most offensive minds in football?
Yeah, but he never won Super Bowls. Like, we keep on.
It's hard to do. That's hard to do,
It's
bro.
very hard to do.
And if you don't have Tom Brady, you're not going to win that many that quick.
Probably not.
Just give him a guy like Mahomes. You see how that shit going.
Yeah, we got a generational talent.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
So that's the common factor. You got to have a generational talent.
I mean, Andy's done it.
There's many ways over the wall. You can go around it. You can go under it. You can go over it.
If Andy had the Patriots, they would win games. They won't be like the bums of the division.
They wouldn't have the defense though. Our team played like complimentary football.
I don't know. All I'm saying is that if Andy Reid right today, right? If Tom left, I'm going to Tampa. Cool. And they brought Andy Reid in there, right?
Where?
To the Patriots, they will be winning games. The quarterback that he plays around with, he starts in one game and don't all that kid shit he does. And he would make
Mac Jones.
He would make Mac Jones a better player than he is today. You will see development. Let's tell you the truth.
I mean, that's a good take.
He's always done it though. He's always done that. Better and better and better and better.
So did he draft Donovan McNabb?
Drafted him. How about this? Doug Peterson was the quarterback first.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I remember hearing that story. And then
Andy drafts very well. If I 2 seconds, drafted McNabb, drafted myself, Deshaun Jackson, Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Jeremy Maclin. I could do this forever.
He drafts good offensive guys. It's the same way Bill goes on defense. Devin McCoy.
I mean, after that Hall of Fame group, I mean, we ain't seen no more of that since, right?
I mean, there were some good defenses we played on.
We never feared the Patriots defense.
Which one? Which team?
I got there in what, 15?
How many times did you beat us when you were in Buffalo?
Never beat you guys.
Yeah, all right. And then when in
Ain't
Philly,
because of the defense. Ain't because it's great defense.
What about
It's because this big dude, 6'5", with these big boots at quarterback.
chin?
Yeah.
Good chin.
Let's go, guys. Go, babe. Let's go, babe. Because of him.
The octave gets higher and higher the more fiery up.
I got some Tom stories though.
Well, let's save it. We that was just us shooting the shit. We got to get
messing
into,
around.
Let's
get to it.
Let's get into it.
Come on, Bill.
Let's tell us why you picked the game, the Snovertime Game. Colts versus Bills, Week 14, 2017.
Why'd I pick it?
Yeah. Why'd you pick this one?
I didn't pick it.
Who picked it?
I thought Shady picked it.
I didn't pick it. I mean, I had a good game here, but I didn't pick it.
Who? We got it from your people that you want to do this game.
I got a lot of good. This is a good game for me. I got a lot of good games. I had a lot of good games, my Chris. So we can pick this one. We go to eat. Whatever you want to do.
You were great in the snow.
Yeah, we can do the snow game. This is another one. This is another snow game. The other one had 20 yards, but this one I had like
one. What? You had the walk off.
Time out real quick. You said this before, and
that's the play.
I said, Brandon, he's lying. I don't remember. He ain't play no defense. And you know what? They looked it up, and I said, oh shit, that's damn. I didn't know that.
He jumped right over me.
Yeah,
looking at those sneakers.
But hold up, I gotta give you some flowers though, because I remember watching you play. You always play with like a lot of heart, tough. Like who the little white dude over there? You making dudes miss, you catching the ball, and you fighting after the catch. That's something you don't really see a lot. Dudes they hit the deck when they
wore my body out.
And you block.
You got to.
Don't leave me hanging. Come on.
You got to.
When wide receivers didn't block for me, I would do stuff like this. I would run hard as shit into their back. Right? So I had a lot of fast guys like Deshaun Jackson, Maclin. So they got smart. What they would do is, instead of always blocking,
they run their guy off.
They run their route. That's cool.
You got to know it's man, though.
Oh, that's
it's
true.
not man.
You're in trouble.
You get fucked.
Yeah. Well, they got that type of speed they got. They you backing off a little bit.
Yeah.
I run that. I will put my whole right in the back. Boom.
Yeah.
Got a block.
Ooh. Got a block. Well, we don't know why you picked this game, but you have plenty of games, right?
I do. I have a lot of
them.
Yeah, I do.
A lot of good ones.
Yeah. I like how this is set up. Like
This is perfect, right?
Facts, like this whole joint, the transition from the Fox Sport. Like I like all this.
Do you
man.
like that? This is like a New England ran podcast.
Very detailed.
Detail oriented, fundamentally
I
sound.
like that.
You know what I mean? Just Jack.
That's what they say. Sloppiness is a disease.
Sloppiness is a disease.
It was a
You can't win until you keep from losing. We gotta preach those old things that I heard in New England to New England right now.
my first year playing with a dude named Patrick Chung.
Yeah, P. John.
We were in the same draft class, but I didn't know him, But when he came to Philadelphia from Patriots, I don't know what it's about Patriots players that maybe it might be jealousy that, players against him don't really care for him that much, right?
Yeah, guys don't.
So he came to the Eagles. Cool dude when I got to know him. And I remember saying, this all that Patriot scheme, this ain't gonna work here. You gotta tackle me. Talking trash to him, like, because I didn't respect his game. And he was the first dude to say, okay, he can play. It's not the Patriots scheme. He actually is a good player. And we became cool after that. I beat him a lot, but he would get me sometimes.
Chung. Me and
Chung was good though.
We were drafting the same year.
Oh, okay.
I'm 2009 as well.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
So me and Chung, we would fight every day in practice like our first 3 years. Every fucking day.
Yeah.
Just because I had to come in and get the force, the safety. He'd be that guy. And there's like no brother-in-law in that practice. Like sometimes certain guys, Chung, he would go hard. I'd go harder.
Right.
Because Chung's feisty.
Yeah. He got a little dog in him.
He's got some. That dude's crazy.
Yeah.
But
You the same way?
yeah, well, there's a lot of those guys over there. How's the transition been going to TV, Fox? Because you're getting some play now. Full time on Speak. You used to just come in and they just said, "Hey, we want you."
Mine was I won't say difficult, but it was different because like I didn't go to a lot of different like boot camps and stuff like that, and I would do like media and stuff like that just as a player. And once I got done, I enjoyed a couple months of just living. Like small things like taking your kid to school. I've never can do that. And I was like, damn, I like this and traveling and stuff like that. But then I got bored, right? I said, let me get into this whole TV thing. And I went in there and my people reached to, different networks. And I felt more comfortable with Fox because you could be more free.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I mean, it's helped me out with staying relevant in the football world, but also just, I think a standpoint of like missing the game, but being close enough where I'm not actually playing and getting hit.
It's the best. It's because like we all need a football fix if you're a football player.
Yes, sir.
Like, and then there's like a couple different avenues you can go. You can go coaching, but like when
That's a lot too.
When you were a player and you were leaving work, which you were already putting in hella hours.
Yes.
Your coaches' families were in the fucking parking lot watching and saying hi before they go back for another 3 hours. At least, coaches, they work. So like, you gotta love. I love football, but I did my time.
Right.
I can't. That's too much time. This is the perfect amount of time where you get your football fix. You get a little locker room vibe with the people that you're casted with.
Yes.
Where you guys could talk war stories and shit. Like when I did Inside the NFL for 2 years, I had Phil Simms, Ray Lewis, Brandon Marshall. Yep. So you get to sit.
A lot of stories.
Mike Irvin, like you get to hear, and like that's what you do in the locker room: bust each other's balls and talk shit, and then you get to have an actual life too with it. Right. So like I think TV's awesome, and it keeps you in the game.
Yeah, it does.
Because now I'm watching more film of everyone. I used to just watch your opponent, and that's the hardest thing for me is knowing people's names. I just know people's numbers. You study all right, he's quicker than fast, this, that. He used an offhand jam. You're just going numbers. Now you got to know names.
See, and that was one thing for me is that was tough because I've had some struggles with TV. Like, for example, like now I'm getting better at it because I'm so raw and new at it.
Yeah.
Where I called Dak Prescott ass. I'm lying. I say he's ass. But in all reality, I should have said it differently. Like, he's playing like ass. Yeah. Because this is a lot of ass quarterbacks. He's not.
He's not ass.
Yeah. He ain't that good.
But is he one ass?
But I should have said more like he's playing like ass. Because I think he's an above average quarterback, right? He's not Daniel Jones, or he's not a what's the guy from the Bears? He's not Justin Fields. He ain't that. You know what I mean?
He's I think he's like
above average, like average.
He's basically a cooler Kirk Cousins.
I think they're the same person.
That's what I mean. But he's cooler. Like his persona is cooler.
I don't know about that.
Kurt's got like nerd vibe, and then like Dak's got brand. Like, you know, and he's
he plays for the Cowboys. I don't know how cool he is. Like he don't come off as like cool,
but he doesn't come off as a nerd.
I don't think Kirk Cousins comes off as a nerd. He got the chains on. He's doing his little thing.
He comes on. Gives you nerd vibes.
Okay, well that's how you see it. But anyway,
all great quarterbacks have nerd in them, though.
Tommy was not nerdy.
Tom's got a little nerd in him, bro.
Do we?
Yeah, you didn't get to see real Tom. You guys rented him.
We rented him.
You rented Tom.
We borrowed him.
Tom didn't open up.
But first of all, certain quarterbacks ain't gonna be cool overall anyway.
Like Patrick Mahomes got a little nerd in him. He's like dorky nerd sometimes. I hung out with that kid before he was Patrick Mahomes' his rookie year. He's just got a little nerd in him.
I won't call him that, but I mean, I guess all quarterbacks.
Nerds are cool, but it's still nerd.
All quarterbacks have like like not a cool thing, but it's like they're the quarterbacks. Like, you know what I mean? They're not gonna be super. Now Vic was super cool.
Vic is cool,
but like
his sideburns. I tell him that every time I see him. I said, "Yo, dude, I used to go to my barber and I say, yo, give me the Vic sideburns. Remember the little?
Give me the Vic sideburns.
They go down to here."
Bro, Vic is. I ain't gonna lie. When he came to Philadelphia my rookie year, me, Deshaun, and Mac, we were all young.
He was God.
And we was like, yo, Michael Vick just stopped in the building. Now we came through. I was like, oh, what up, Mike? What's up? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up, bro? What's up? Yeah, nice to meet you, homie. Yeah, I'm Shady. Nice to meet you. He leave. I was like, yo, he just shook my hand. Like, oh, called my mom. Like, yo, Vic's here. So that was a crazy thing to be like. He's like everybody's idol. It'd be games where like dudes are going back and forth and it's getting disrespectful. Vic speak. Everybody chill out. So he was cool, but as far as quarterbacks, they all are just like okay with the whole coolness and all that.
Vic's different status for when it comes to swag, though. Like, okay, you can't put Vic in nerd category.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know, but a lot of quarterbacks got a little.
Josh Allen. What you gonna say about him?
He's got a little nerd in him. Does he?
No.
Nah. What you say about him? I saw
the word. You know what the word is? Not nerd. It's gonna be.
He got reckless in him.
Yeah, he has a lot of that.
It's almost over.
He's so reckless.
I'm just saying it's almost
over.
Not over, but I'm saying we keep on saying the same thing about Josh Allen each year.
He's that talented.
He's gonna make. I know, but when does it become a problem?
Yo, man, listen. His cylinder.
When's he got?
I was on TV talking about this. They thought I was tripping. I said if a guy like Dak Prescott has the most picks last year and plays 5 less games, right? Everybody's alarmed. Like, oh, what the heck, right? But when there's certain talented dudes where their ceiling is so high and their baggage is they could be productive running the ball, throwing the ball, but they're gonna bring picks. You're gonna take that luggage just because he's so good. No. A dude like Brett Favre had a lot of that in him.
Yeah, but Brett only won one.
Only won one. He been there twice. You know how hard it is to win championships? See, that's the problem that y'all Patriots people have. Y'all think everybody supposed to win championships every year. It don't happen like that, brother. Nerds or no nerds, they don't win like that.
If you're an all-time great at that position, you should have more. Like
there's less than you think,
especially when you got Belichick.
There's less than you think,
especially.
Hold on, how many quarterbacks you just run around here just having all these championships? You think Peyton Manning's a great quarterback, right? Right?
He's got 2.
He only has 2. Drew Brees is one of the most accurate quarterbacks I've ever seen. He has 1. Aaron Rodgers is so great.
He has 1.
So when you look at these numbers,
yeah, but they're lower on the totem pole of the greats.
Who's in the top? What? You played it. You joking?
TB12.
That's it. He's
TB12.
He's the best player out of everybody. Tom is.
You got Joe Montana.
Got 4.
At what?
He got 4 championships.
Yeah.
Who else? Come on. This gets real hard.
I mean, yeah, it gets hard with the multiple, but you have to, I don't know, man.
Like Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman has how many?
3.
How good was he? He ain't nowhere near these dudes we talk about. Nowhere near these guys we talking about. You get what I'm saying? So when I look at Josh Allen,
I agree with that. What's up with Josh Allen?
When I play with him, he's a rookie. He always had that in him. He gets real wild up.
I know, and that's something you think you could coach out of a guy. But we're year 7 now.
I don't think he'll never get rid of that. I think he can maybe
That'll
a little
lose you
bit.
games though, Shady, and he hadn't won a Super Bowl yet.
It's
And he's got a talented roster.
See, this is the thing that I
you
get
got a
back
very
to.
talented roster.
People be talking like he's a loser. He's not.
He's not a loser.
Okay, so hold up. So the same way he's been playing, he's played that same way for the last 3-4 years, right?
I would say he's gotten a little worse ever since Dayball left.
Well, Dayball's a hell of a coach.
I know that.
I know you coach. Yeah, I know, but
But wouldn't you say his production? Yes, he's been electric, and no one's taking talent away from Josh Allen. But
right.
I'm saying him at the quarterback position, executing at a high level, and we can all talk about the regular season and stuff, but these things are happening in the most important games that he's playing, where he's turning the ball over in the red area. And it's constantly happening. When is it like, all right, we gotta like what do you do with that?
I hope you don't. I mean,
what do you do with that?
What option?
Especially with such a quarterback dense league right now.
So there's an option that
because that team's gonna blow up here soon.
But the option that I'm about to say that can't happen is just you get rid of him.
No, you're not gonna get rid of him.
Because what I'm saying is maybe he can turn it down a little bit, but that's who he is. And if you really look at the numbers, right? The dude wins, bro.
Yeah, he wins. I'm not taking. I'm not saying.
But he wins in that fashion. He wins in that wild fashion. I'm gonna throw the ball crazy. I'm running the ball wild. I'm gonna fumble. But we gonna win this game.
Yeah,
it's the truth.
An Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes team don't make those mistakes in the playoffs.
That's true.
And I'm not talking about Josh Allen as like a 7-8 quarterback. We're talking about him vying to be a number 1 quarterback in this league.
Yeah.
And with those kind of things, that's where I'm putting him because of the talent. He needs to be in that upper echelon. And like those things.
You make a good point. I just think that there's no other quarterback in the league like him.
There isn't.
Bro, it's no. So it's like.
They all got different superpowers. Everyone got a superpower. You know that.
He has the most. All of them.
I heard
from
a player that played with him and a guy that has played with Daniel Jones, and he says Daniel Jones is way more accurate than him.
And the thing is, that dude you talking about, you shouldn't even talk to him no more about no sports.
That
should be your last conversation. You should go to something like. So where you eat? Where's a good
He
restaurant
just said
to eat?
accuracy, pure accuracy.
Does he play in New York right now?
No.
Or is he? Where's he live at?
I don't know. I'm not throwing this guy.
No. I'm just saying. The next question should have been, damn. So what are you eating? We're eating tonight for dinner. Where you want to like? After he said that, it should be no more football conversation
ever.
How's the kids? Like you know what I'm saying? Like how's it? It's nice car you got, bro. Like nice.
Change subject.
What's he talking about?
Note to self.
Daniel Jones look like he. Come on, man. I ain't about to diss Daniel Jones because he did it. He dissed himself enough. What we talking about? Next question. I ain't even.
So we got a segment where we go back in the time of where this game took place. This game took place December 10th, 2017. And the number 1 movie was Coco. You ever seen that?
I've never heard that movie.
It's a animation, right? It's what do you
got,
Jack?
More for the kids.
Hey, buddy.
Rocky.
What's up, Rocky? What's up? 3.25. What's up, man? I got a Rottweiler. We do this all day.
He
He want to Rottweiler teeth. I can pull this out. What's up, buddy?
Easy. He's
a cool dog.
He's a lovey-dovey. Yeah. Number 1 song, Rockstar by Post Malone. That went.
I love that song.
Featuring 21 Savage.
Post Malone. I remember when I do Marley Marl. You ever hear of Marley Marl?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was at his house and I met Post Malone. This was before he was big. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna be a big ass star. I'm looking at him like, you? He's smoking the cigarettes.
He was braided then too, right?
Braided, yes. I said, well, good luck. And sure enough, he's a big star. I'm happy for him, man.
There's always those.
That cigarette had me tricked for a second.
Why?
He's like 20-something years old. Little cigarette. I'm gonna be a big star, man. I'm telling you, man. And he did it. Happy.
So you thought that because of the cigarette, like the way he smoked the cigarette, it was cool factor that maybe it could happen? Or what was it?
It was more like I never seen a 20-something-year-old kid smoking cigarettes. I never really.
You grew up in Pennsylvania. No one smoked cigarettes out there?
They smoke weed at 22 years old, 21.
Do they?
Yeah, cigarettes is like an old people thing.
It's probably a coastal thing.
Like your grandma, hey, go get me a Lucy from the store. Okay, grandma, go get the cigarette.
Yeah, we used to have to get a note.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the kids, like 20 years, they smoking weed. They ain't
everyone
smoking.
nowadays is a vape. All these kids vape, bro. It's crazy.
Cigarettes?
They vape the flavored tobacco.
I know, but I guess the look of a cigarette is like some old people thing. Like
It's kind of cool.
And you smoke cigarettes?
Nah.
Oh, okay. He smoked like this though. That's what really killed me. Like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's like this like cigarette?
Then he turns around and drops White Irish.
Come on.
Like, come on.
Right. Like, one of my favorite songs is Smoke Cigarettes. I don't know.
I went out to Amsterdam.
Oh, nice.
And he was performing there. And we got linked up. And we played beer bong before and after his show for hours. He's
a cool dude, though.
He's cool.
Cool as hell. He cool as hell. The cigarette just threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
At 20, you know what I mean? It's like, oh.
So if you're smoking cigarettes and you're under the age of 22, Shady thinks this is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Right? Am I tripping here?
It's weird. Yeah.
You gotta go to Europe. All the kids down there are smoking. We need to just have you do PSAs for non-smoking for anyone under the age of 22.
I'm not on that. I'm just
I
thinking.
love that. That's good. We
Yeah,
got
that-
children. You got a 3-year-old. I got a 6-year-old.
I agree. I just do.
We need PSA.
The cigarette just
by
blew me
Shady.
for a whole, you know.
Around this time, Virgil drops his Nike collab, the 10. You remember? Do you have any
RIP.
Virgils?
I never really got into his. I don't really wear sneakers. I wear like shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like these Pradas. Like I don't really get crazy with like how
That's
much.
when you know you're rich.
No. I just never. Even when I was a kid, like
I mean, can we just? We haven't even talked about the.
oh no, I'm just
Does it spin?
no. The spinners.
Yeah, you remember those? That was our
would
time.
be nice.
That was our time.
I'm not a crazy jewelry guy like I used to be.
You're not a crazy jewelry guy. You have a big ass piece on and a watch that is literally. We had to put that blind up there so the light wouldn't hit me in the eye off those diamonds.
There was a certain time, man, where I was like crazy with it. If I was to tell you some of the dumb stuff I used to purchase, I thought I was a rapper. I think I don't know, but anyway, I have all this crazy jewelry on. Not no more. It's like this is lights. This is light.
You can't do it in LA either. You get ganked out here.
I mean, I'm gonna do it wherever I'm at.
Get
I don't
goosed
know.
in the city.
I don't know.
Get your purse took.
I don't know if Philadelphia is. I don't know if it's LA is crazy like Philadelphia.
It's different now though.
One's way worse.
Yeah, I've been seeing people like I watch those videos. I seen dudes getting taken out of cars over on Beverly Hills.
Taking out the car?
Yeah, for a watch for those APs or those.
That's wild.
Richard Mills, crazy. Question: what was life like for LeSean McCoy in 2017? So how many years in are you right now? You're probably what, 5, 6?
Yeah. So I'm thinking.
So you're breaded.
Yeah, I'm breaded.
You're breaded.
This was in Buffalo, so I had a big deal in Philly, and then when I got traded in 15, they gave me a new deal.
I remember you got traded. We were so pissed.
I was like,
We were like, this guy's gonna be a problem in our division.
and then so 17 was nice, man. This year, Pro Bowl year, I like 6 in rushing, I think 5th in rushing. Had a good year. We didn't win. Went to the playoffs this year though. You know, Buffalo was that was tough, that transition from going to Philadelphia to Buffalo. You know, because like my house where I grew up at is an hour away from the stadium, right?
Yeah.
So getting traded, it was just, I was second best player on the team at the time.
Behind.
Jason Peters.
Okay.
Oh my, he's the best player I ever played with, not being a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I played with some dudes. Jason was like different. Anyway, and then going there, I was just like, damn, I just didn't feel comfortable. Small things you don't even think of, like have a bad game, I'm going home. Not to my house where I live at, but to my house where my parents live at, an hour away. Small things like that. And all my family was there and everything. And then going to Buffalo, it's not a big city. You know, it's cold. There's nothing really there.
For easy.
It's cold. But I got to love it. It's a great city, though. Good people that live there. Had some good coaches.
Got great fans.
Great fans.
Those fans are nuts. Like, and I would sit and like on our way in and out, it was like a thing you got ready for when you see all the fucking crazy shit, people jumping and doing.
Bro,
the
that
tables.
stuff is, people think, see, real quick, they think it's a game. I'm saying, yo, that stuff they doing on TV and all that they doing for real.
Yeah.
Our first Thursday night game in Buffalo. They didn't have it for so long, right? It was Thursday, the game. Monday, there were RVs parked out. I'm like, damn, the game ain't for 3 more days. They go crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, so that's real.
And there's like a camping area.
Yes, it is. Yes.
It's weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I love Buffalo.
What happened in sports? NFL MVP Tom Brady. We both played for him. I got a question. Who's better, Tom or Pat?
Hold on. No more questions about that. Tom is the best player to ever touch football. So, until Mahomes goes out there and – because Mahomes is badass.
He is.
Mahomes is – my first practice with him. Now, me and Andy Reid are tight. My first practice, I get there and he fakes the ball.
What year?
This is 2020. No. 2019. Takes the ball, fakes to me. I run outside, and I'm thinking he's gonna throw. He looks me off, right? I'm like the third option, the check down. He's looking like he's about to throw the ball to like a over route. Makes sense. And he whips that shit to me. Ooh, I was like, oh! I've never seen a quarterback throw a bullet, no look. That was the first time I've ever seen it. And Andy Reid smiled at me like,
That's our guy.
I'm like, this dude is really that good, bro. And hold on, he was so good that he taught me that the stuff he was doing, he only started because he sat the bench the first year.
Yeah.
People don't know that. The next year he came out, he went crazy. But he was so good, he wasn't even like, he needed more development. So like small things, dropping back in the pocket, the pressure comes, I'm gonna step up, deliver the ball. He didn't do that. He would wait, he would run around all that crazy shit because he still was learning.
Yeah.
He was still new. I'm saying, yo, in 3, 4, 5 years, this league's gonna be scary because this dude is gonna get better. And his better, he's already up here this good.
Yeah.
If he gets better, it's gonna be scary.
It already is. And he throws a football like baseball.
Yep. Everything like a baseball. That's his thing.
His dad.
His pops. Yep. His pops is funny too.
Is he?
I'm smoking in that barrel. You didn't see that? Oh, you didn't see that?
The vid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was after. Was it after the Super Bowl or something?
Goddamn arrowhead, goddamn barrelhead. I'm smoking in that barrel. I love that.
He seems like a character.
Yeah, nah, he's cool.
He seems cool. Eagles won. Mayweather McGregor fight. That was. Did you watch that?
We in Brentwood.
What?
OJ got out of prison.
We are in Brentwood.
Oh boy.
Can we go see his house?
We can after if you want.
It's the juice. Real quick, I don't condone none of that craziness, but the juice
Was loose.
when he got out of jail. Oh, he's definitely loose. When he got out of jail, though, my number was the first jersey he wore. Can I brag about that or no?
I mean,
It is the juice.
Jack, can he brag about that?
I mean,
I'm a
not
fan.
many people can say that.
Come on.
Is
Did you guys ever meet?
We talked did we talk? I think we did talk before. I mean, it's OJ. I didn't want to get talked too much to him.
can't.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I piss him off. I might not even. But I'm a fan of his football stuff. Not
The glove don't fit. You must have quit.
that's what they said. Rest in peace, Johnny Cochran.
Dude,
He's safe up there in heaven.
that was insane. That whole thing.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah, I've watched them all. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a 94 or something.
Did he do it?
Definitely did it, didn't he? And my dog. I mean,
This is crazy, right? Let's say the subject.
yeah, we gotta. So what were we doing in
Social
social
media.
media?
Fired, man.
Social media in 2017. What do we got, Jack?
Man, we were a couple weeks before this game. They announced we had the color rush going for the Bills, the all reds,
Those were kind of fire.
and then afterwards, of course, to help the Bills get in the playoffs, Andy Dalton beat the Ravens, wasn't it?
He did. Yup. And they saw him on his money. What's it called? Like the GoFundMe.
That's right.
But
they
listen,
raised like tons of money.
The spoiler alert. I thought you was about to put up there about the Avengers. You ever heard about this?
We want to let you slide on
we
that.
weren't letting you slide on. We knew about that. You told everyone. I followed you. I never watched the movie because you gave me this. I knew what happened.
You got to blame my 11-year-old son because, first of all, I want to apologize to the people out there. I'm sorry. I take full accountability for that. I should have known better. But the thing is, as
He's an accountable guy.
as an all-pro running back, I wasn't big on watching green monsters fight each other. But when I was a kid, I did. I loved the Hulk when I was a kid. Wolverine, Spider-Man when I was a child, cool. But as a adult, I'm not watching that. But my son does. And we have this thing where I treat him like an adult, right? We have interviews. So I'm always like, you need to communicate better. You know what I mean? So why'd you have a bad day in school? And I need him to sit there and tell me why. So we started doing that, and it became an interview process. And so I have a bad game, and my son would be like, well, Dad, what happened? You fumbled the ball. Like, right?
Yeah.
So we go to movies, we do the same thing. The thing is, the movie was such a big movie. So when Iron Man dude died, it was like an interview, like, whoa, man, how you feel about him dying? And that's how it happened. That's how the truth. And then I tweeted about it, So, but you don't want to hear that. You don't care about that.
You ruined a lot of. Those people are probably really mad about that. People get mad about that.
I've been in a grocery store. I see an old lady or old man, and I'm thinking about talking to me about fantasy because there's never been a running back that have better numbers in fantasy from 2010 from one decade. That's truth.
All decade team.
Yeah, right. So
in fantasy,
I'm thinking, lady, show you all my fantasy. Man, lady cuss me. You spoiled the end games. I'm like, oh, she's pissed. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Can I pay for your groceries? You know what I mean?
You pay for her groceries?
Yeah, I mean, come on. I respect my elders. He was cussing me out.
Was it he or she?
She and he. They both did it before. Kids, all type of kids, parents. I'm thinking when Simon autographs, they want to cuss me out about the Avengers. So that was and I lost a lot. I had a Lexus deal. See, this is hitting me deep now.
You lost money, but residuals.
I had a Lexus deal that they took from me because I spoiled the end games. I'm thinking like, damn, Lexus people, y'all care about this?
It's a big franchise.
It is. I didn't know.
That's a big franchise.
I felt like Thanos at the end of that shit.
You had all the rocks.
If I did this right here, it took it back, and then I don't know.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Games with Names is brought to you by WynnBET. WynnBET brings the excitement of the Wynn Las Vegas and Encore Boston Harbor to your phone. Join WynnBET today and bet with the official online gaming product from Wynn Resorts. Whenever I'm back home in Boston, you'll catch me at the Encore Sportsbook or on my WynnBET app. Can we set the stage for what these teams, the Indianapolis Colts, this two battle?
I mean, awful year for the Colts. A 4-12 year.
Sounds about right.
That sounds about. LeSean, if you didn't know on this podcast, we hate the Colts on this podcast.
Why you hate the Colts?
We just had Gronk on, and he did not like the Colts.
You don't?
No.
I wonder why though. Ain't like you guys was like in competition or something with them.
Well, because they're the ones that did the Deflategate stuff.
Oh, but you guys do cheat.
No, we don't.
I got a story.
What's your story?
One time we're practicing for the playoffs.
What team?
And
what year?
We're in Tampa with a quarterback that you are familiar with, and we're practicing and Tom's like, "Hold up, we gotta stop. We can't do these plays right now." They're like, "Well, why not? Like, look at all these windows out here. Like, what are these windows? Like, people probably we think like, no, they not. Listen, I'm telling y'all, people can be in these windows watching practice. We can't do it no more. So what we do, we had to take the practice in the indoor. So when we're all hanging out, like the offensive players, some of the coaches, we laughing about. We like, yo, there may be some truth to that Patriots stuff. Because out of everybody, it's freaking 53 players and all the other coaches, not one person say anything about practicing outside for the playoffs. But one man, you let me know what you think about that.
Yeah, because he knows that people may be out there doing that. You never know.
Because he knows Belichick. And listen, but I will say this, growing up in the hood, if you're not cheating, you ain't trying. So I respect it.
What do you? There's no cheating.
Okay.
All right, back to the Colts.
Back to the Colts, baby.
This was the last year.
Hey, wait. I'm sorry. Last thing. After that day, we've never had a practice outside of the because it's so the outside practice field is like it was
Got
different.
A hotel or something.
We never did it ever again. Let you know that. Tommy said we are not going out there because anybody can watch us.
That just tells me the people that were in charge didn't have the right mindset.
Yeah, they didn't cheat.
Man,
Come on now. Come on. Hey, get out of here.
This was the last year of Chuck Pagano and Indy.
Chuck Pagano, okay.
They got some notable names. This was Jacoby Brissett, Vinatieri, Darius Butler, T.Y. Hilton, Frank Gore.
Frank Gore, beast.
Notable names.
On the Indy only.
I know.
Just on Indy.
Brissett made that list.
Well, he was a quarterback, starting quarterback for the game that we're about to dive into.
I mean, okay, I guess.
Jacoby catching strays.
No, Jacoby? Who do we got on here?
Should we go to the Bills?
Let's go Bills.
Right.
What do we got, Bills?
That's right. You see them boys.
You see who's
See
on
them
top.
boys.
You see who's right on top, though.
Number 1.
My boy Tyrod. You got Zay Jones balling. You got Matt Milano. Matt Milano bought out yesterday. Mike
Milano?
Tolbert was really good for the Panthers for a while.
Tolbert
He was a
he was a
beast.
beast.
Peterman, he's from Pitt.
Your Pitt guy.
Do you ever remember a running back in the day in Pennsylvania, Eugene Jarvis?
Yes.
That was my running back in
Eugene,
college.
the dance. He beat my ass one day in college. Or
He's
high
like
school.
5'6".
He was the truth though.
He was the truth.
We played him in. So how about this? That year you talking about? They won a championship. He played for Central Catholic,
Yeah.
all boys school. Anyway, we were top tier though. We were top. You know what I mean? I was averaging like 300 yards a game. We played them. They shut me down, and he went crazy. And they beat us.
He was a little monster.
Yeah, he was good. He was real good.
All right, Jackie, we'll go back. Sorry, you said Pitt. I forgot to get that in.
Oh, no, you're all good. I was going down a little bit of Central Catholic rabbit hole over here. First year of Sean McDermott. And as LeSean alluded to earlier, this was the year that snapped the 18-year playoff drought for the Bills.
18-year. You guys were
Crazy.
tough this year. They were. It was tough.
Well, y'all didn't like playing the Bills though, right? You didn't like the Bills, really?
Nah, I mean, you guys were always tough to play.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, if we lost, it was something we did.
Yeah, that's true. That is. I can't lie. You're right. You're right. You're all right.
They were always competitive, and then by the time I left, you could see them getting better and better.
Yeah, that shit. I mean, it's different now.
Yeah.
They can't wait to pay the Patriots now. They can't wait. Like
It was, but it's kind of like this, Shady. It's kind of like, they're the big brothers in the division right now, right?
Big Brothers.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like the big bro. We're like the little brother that gets his ass beat by a big bro all the time now, right? Like kind of like that. But now, like when we were the big brother, we could go out and beat the shit out of all the brothers.
That's true. That's true.
Now we look at the Bills and we're like, man, our big brother he still can't beat up that one kid.
I could never go against that because y'all were big brothers, like big uncles. I can't. You're right. It don't matter. It don't even matter. I won't even get into it. You're right. He's a little instigator. I can tell right
What are you
now.
talking about? What else, Jack? How was McDermott as a coach?
Oh, you know what? So I had McDermott in Philadelphia. He was the defense coordinator. So,
that's right.
Yep, I already knew him. Good dude. Good family. Hell of a coach. Very,
seems like that.
very smart, passionate. Everywhere he's been successful for a reason. Good coach. Can't say nothing bad about him.
Yeah. What's he harping over there right now?
He's big on
He's big on like fundamentally sound, doing like because you could tell.
Big on that. Big on that.
So
Big
does
on
he must pull his hair out? Well, he's bald, but like when Josh Allen throws
his
picks,
boss, yeah. He can't do anything about it just because like
you can't coach it
can't coach it.
because you talk about it. Guys, they'll think about it.
Yeah, and then some things I feel like with it's an attitude, so and a mindset where sometimes, right, I didn't really fumble the ball really. That wasn't my thing, but if I ever have a fumble, because I did hold the ball real loose.
Oh,
And it would be conscious in my head. So now when I'm playing and running, when I get close to some shit, I'm like, boom.
yeah.
You right?
Yeah.
That's the one thing with Josh that I can't figure out is like from offensive coordinators to defensive coordinators to coaches to players, you will go to what you know best, when you're more comfortable with. So we can't really change as much. If defensive coordinator, when the game's real tight and you got to have this play, got to have this stop, he's going to do what he's always done. Same thing with the offensive coordinator. So my thing with Josh, I understand he plays reckless, but it got to be a point where like, all right, I got to be a little more cautious of what I'm doing.
I think he will. I mean, it's almost good that
I don't think he will. I just think if he can do it a little bit, right? I don't want you to change who you
you
are.
just got to capture it in a bottle
Man, fucking, I don't know. I just
like lightning.
like even some of them places like, yo, why are you throwing this ball there?
He throws into team meetings. There was like when we were playing them at the end, where like you can tell they were tough. I remember like 18, 19. It was hard to beat those dudes, but we always counted on
He gonna give us one.
he's going to give us one or two. Just don't turn the ball over.
You see what I'm saying?
He's gonna give you 5 opportunities.
I know for real.
And he's also gonna make these plays that are gonna light you up.
Yep.
But there's gonna be that 1, 2, maybe 3
it's like when he's like, because like even when he threw the deep one, the pick, he could just ran that shit, got the first down. Like, why you? And then it's 2 dudes on Diggs.
He's on Madden. He's on Madden. He's got to show everyone why he's on Madden.
There's a lot of losses.
All right, let's do the game lead up, Jackie. Bring us down.
Leading into this one, we already touched on the Colts 4-game losing streak. They were in free fall. The Bills trying to end that playoff drought. Coming into this one with playoff hopes still alive. Nathan Peterman got his first home start this week. This is a couple weeks after the infamous 5 interception game. You remember that one, Shady?
Damn, I remember that one.
It was out here in L.A., right?
Yes.
Oh
1,
my God.
2, 3, 4. And then hold up. Even before the game started, Tyrod Taylor was doing solid, right? I mean, his best receiver was Calvin Benjamin.
He just came in.
He ain't even, he's like,
Cup
whatever.
of coffee.
So he's like, you know what? He had a meeting with the captains. I'm a captain. I can't believe it, but I was a captain. And he's like, hey, we're thinking about starting Tyrod, or we're thinking about starting Nathan Peterman. I said, oh, cool. All right. So after the meeting, he said, well, how you feel about that? I said, Coach, I don't love it. Tyrod ain't been playing that bad. And, you know, Nate has looking great on scout team. Now, he was killing scout team, though. Like, Tom Brady, you know.
Can't get hit in practice.
I said, so why you – I said, yo, we still are in it a little bit. Why you want to start him? He said, well, my thing is, if we start him now, right, he's playing against the Chargers. And at the time, they were sharing a stadium at like a small little stadium.
Yeah.
He said it won't be loud, right? You know, so that won't affect him. And we get him in a hostile environment a little bit. I said, that makes sense. I guess I get it. But I don't think it's right. And sure enough, we got in that first game. He didn't take his time to throw them picks. He got that shit out the way early. 1 pick. 2 pick. Next drive. Then the third drive, I think I did my thing. I scored. The fourth, another pick. I'm thinking, all right, Coach, what we doing? The end of the score was 54-24. Got our ass kicked.
And then went back to Tyrod.
Then it went back. I think it went back to Tyrod. Yeah. You had to.
That's a tough. You can't when you're pulling quarterbacks in the middle of seasons,
Bro.
It's hard to pull a quarterback because what's his psyche gonna go when you go back to him?
And Tyrod wasn't bad. He just had no real players with him.
I like Tyrod. I always liked Tyrod.
I love Tyrod.
Love
bro.
Tyrod.
I don't know why
He always got a bad like what's his name? Herbert became the guy after they punctured the lung. Yeah. Josh Allen here. Like he's always been the guy before.
See, my thing is,
he's like good luck Chuck.
Why
you find your quarterback. You just get Tyrod in there. What's up?
What's his name? Daniel Jones. Like why would they start him over Tyrod? I'm just
because they just paid him.
I'm something before that. Daniel Jones is like he is so regular.
Yeah, it's tough. I can't defend it.
I don't want to defend it.
But the elephant in the room leading up to this game, the weather.
Yeah, it was ugly.
It was a snow apocalypse.
16.7 inches of snow. Didn't stop the entire game. 9 inches during the game.
9 inches?
That's Buffalo.
This is crazy.
I said, boys, let me get the rock. I got you.
You said that pregame?
Yeah, let me get the rock.
Who'd you say it? In front of the whole team, the pregame team? Or is that to the offense?
To the offense. Boys, let me get the rock. It was a cool game. The cool thing about the snow, what people don't understand is that I love it so much because when I get tackled, it's like falling on pillows.
Yeah.
The big fat dudes hit me, it don't hurt. Think about that. It don't even hurt.
No.
And they can't get their traction, but I can. Sign me up.
It's an advantage. I always played well in the snow as well. I housed a punt in Chicago in the snow.
Did you play any like college games in the snow at all?
Yeah, Northern Illinois.
Okay.
I went to school in Ohio, Kent State.
I knew that. Kent State, because that's where Eugene went.
But we didn't play. Usually you got to play deep into the season to get the. We were done.
So, you played quarterback too, right?
Yeah.
You could throw that thing?
Kinda, not really.
So what type of quarterback was you?
I was like a running quarterback. I mean, I ran for like 1,500 yards. I threw for like 1,900 yards my senior year.
1,500 yards, rushing.
I could run it.
Damn.
It was me and Eugene. Which I did
like
we had a little read in there, and then we had a little play action spread. We had like a West Coast spread offense,
right?
With Doug Martin, who had
Doug Martin, yeah.
He had Matt Ryan at BC, so we used to watch like
Okay.
the years before.
Right.
But yeah, I would take off and run.
That lets you know how smart he is. So you play quarterback. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I could have had more yards. They gave all these other guys my carries.
Why
You had 32 carries.
32?
I should have a little more though, right?
That's your career high.
Yeah, but look, you don't feel it though. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not hitting me hard.
Yeah.
And it's like you're going slow because of the weather. Just like when you drive, you ain't going fast, you're going slow. And then when you slam me, we falling on some snow, man.
Right. And you're sliding.
The only thing about this game, it was a lot colder than the game I had in Philadelphia. So in between the like TV timeouts or like, let's say I get a first down.
Jack it up.
If I run out of bounds, I'm taking that first play off. I'm going to the heater to put my hands in there.
Yeah.
And then second down, I'm coming back. This game was cold as hell.
And sometimes the snow, it's not as cold, but this, like, Buffalo's a whole different beast.
That lake
Because, like, the snow, usually it's probably, like, in the low 30s, high 20s. And you get your cold games when it's fucking clear.
Right. Nah,
And then there's, you know what I mean? It's, like, freezing.
man,
The hands, you got to keep the hands and feet. That's everything else would be all right.
Speaking of hands, that catch you had in the Super Bowl, that was badass, bro. That's concentration.
Yeah. I was just hoping. I ran a shitty route. We were tired. It was like our 90th play. And we played a lot of plays that game. And, like, I had a middle read, and I knew Tom was going to come to me because we were hitting it all week in practice. And that's usually how it goes.
Yep,
you know? You hit it
yep.
in practice, then
We got to go to it.
we got to go to it. And I was running it good on a route, but I was tired. I bananaed my route. And the worst thing you see in a split safety man middle read is a DB that turns his eye back to the ball
Yeah, he
because
knows
he's usually
coming.
going to pick
Yep,
because
yep,
that's a
yep,
22-yard throw. You know what I mean? Where they're going to put it on a line.
When he turned, you like, fuck.
I was sitting there, so I put the brake on and I dove in there just to try to knock it out. And one thing led to another, and that was my number one thing.
Just found it.
Don't let it get picked.
Right.
You know, just do anything, and then it came. I think it has to do with I did a lot of tennis ball drills.
Yeah.
So I'd have like red for my right, green with my left, and like you'd have to throw it over the shoulder, and I'd do it like every day just to warm up my eyes for practice. You know, or I wouldn't focus. I got really bad ADD, so I always had to do things in order to keep me busy.
Yeah.
So I'd always come up with these crazy drills before work, and I think probably had something to do with that.
Right.
But like you can't like fucking.
It's crazy.
You can't claim that catch.
I didn't watch the game until I landed. And what was the score at halftime? What was it?
21-3.
Right, something like that.
21-3
Right.
at half.
And then
And they went up 28.
I said, yo, the Patriots going to come back and win this game. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And that's what y'all did.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Because I play y'all twice a year, so I know that ain't nothing. If y'all don't put them away, they going to win.
Yeah.
Not the coaching. You know the number. What's next?
But a lot of things always, the defense always made a big play. You know, there was always something. We always had like a crazy like special teams play that, like, there was always someone that made a play. Anyone who had to make a play made a play.
Maybe I'm like this because I played the Patriots so much. I remember me and Rex Ryan, like, if they don't have Tom Brady, they're not the same team. Like, even on
No one
defense,
is.
I never was like nervous to play y'all. There's some teams I never was nervous to play, but just like, oh, fuck, we got to play them this week. All right, let's get together. We're like, the Patriots have 2-3 good players on defense, right? Like Jamie, they had 54. Hightower was good.
But you had role guys like Ninkovich that knew how to set, like, they did their
Like
job.
him.
They would
Yeah,
set their
he was-
edge, and like you couldn't run. He did his
Come on,
job. You
come on,
wouldn't
hold on.
pass, and then you have Chandler.
Hold on. He was just okay.
He had 56 sacks.
He was okay. I ain't gonna act, like on tape, we ain't trying to, where's 50 at? He's number 50, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we not worrying about where 50's at. Certain players they had on there, it was like, they was okay. But they would let you go up and down the field with yards. But in the red zone, they cracked down. That's one thing I would say.
Bend but don't break. We want them to throw an interception. Let them beat themselves, but then tighten it up in the red area.
Because we get 3 points, y'all gonna get 7. That shit starts tallying up.
Or you're gonna make a mistake.
Yeah.
That's literally what was coached. Let them make a mistake.
I just
Play fundamental football.
I guess. We both see it different ways.
Yeah. I think we see it the same.
We kick keys. So Frank Gore's legacy, huh? Or longevity.
What do we got here?
Yeah, well, this was a battle between. I mean, you could go battle between the backs because they
It
weren't passing
was.
much in this snow. What was that like going up against Frank Gore?
Did you
head to head like that?
Pre-game? Do you ever say like, who's the other running back? You're like, oh, let me.
So Frank, one of my best friends.
Really?
Yeah, I talk to Frank a couple times a week. That's my guy. He kind of like helped me to be better professional.
Yeah.
You know, I would be training and stuff like that. We trained together in Miami, and he had a name. It's Frank Gore. By the way, we go back so far because in college, my brother played for the Niners, and Frank Gore's, I think it was his agent or
That's your brother? Who's your brother's name?
LeSean McCoy. He played years ago. You don't know what it is. He played years ago.
I was a Niners fan.
But he ain't do nothing like that for you to know. You're not gonna know. He played for Arizona, the Niners, and the Texans.
Okay.
But anyway, we went to Frank Gore's house, and I was like, "You guys come out of college?" He's like, "Yeah, man, get out of there. Go to the NFL." That's how I met him. So fast forward, we get to the league. He's training in Miami. His agent Jules' house. My agent Jules' house. So we start training together, and I was like, "Man, my feet were better than his shit." Right? I'm still young though, but he was helping me get better and better and better because I didn't really train super hard.
Yeah.
After I arrived, I mean, it's just easy. Like, I ain't lift no weights. But I would be in Vegas partying, and Frank would be training. And he'd come like, where you at, man? Get your ass here. I'm thinking like, damn, should I stay in Vegas or go work out? And I would go work out because Frank would call me. He was older than me. And he kind of helped me to be a professional, you know. And that's how we became real friends. So I never really like, now there's other backs that I go to defense. Hey, yo, listen, I need to shut him down.
Who?
He put me on the spot.
He can't just say that. I mean,
Okay, one time is DeMarco Murray. And at the time, this is the year that he had a really good year. Now, we wasn't close as far as running backs, but he's had a really good year. I finished third. I think he was first. And I said, hey, man, I'm trying to get this title again, right? Rushing title. Make sure he don't get no yards, this and that. Y'all shut him down. I got some money for y'all boys, you know. Now, guess what happened? They ain't shut him down. They ain't shut shit down. He got busy, and they beat us. And the last one was Adrian Peterson, just because he's the best
your
back.
pregame speeches, defense against scoring time.
See, this is way different from that Patriots way, right? I'm thinking about yards, and you know what I mean? They thinking about wins.
I never heard anything like
Yo, at halftime, I'll be checking my stats. Damn, he got that many yards? Damn. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit this, pass it to defense. Y'all gonna play or what? Like, you know what I mean? Adrian Peterson's another one though. Just because he was so great. He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite running backs.
violent.
I think he's the best. I think he's the best back of all time, bro. Well, Barry Sanders is, but AP's the most complete like back. He's big, strong, can shake you, run you past you. He can't really catch or block, but all the other stuff that don't matter. The other
Traditional back.
traditional, just God gifted. That's the only guy I can say, him and Barry, they're probably better than me. All them other dudes, I don't care how many yards they got, stats they got, teams they got, they ain't, it's my opinion.
Hey, I mean, you've seen a lot of football and you've ran a lot of yards in football.
Because some of them dudes be on these great teams. Like, come on, bro. Like, Terrell Davis, I think he was good, but he ain't, I mean, come on. Adrian James, another one. They play on these great teams. If I told you to make
Adrian Games.
who's your favorite? You like him?
I mean, we played them a lot.
Okay, watch this. Who's your favorite team as a kid? Like, this team.
49ers.
So if I say, yo, give me your all-time Niners offense, who would you put you on there? Joe Montana's a quarterback. Jerry's a wide receiver. T.O.'s on the other side. You got Ricky Waters, or you go with Frank Gore's a running back, right?
Brent Jones at tight end.
Come on. Now, if I say, yo, give me
Tom Rathman at fullback.
and if I tell you this, give me the all-time Colts offense, who you going to say? Adrian James a running back.
Yeah, it's kind of like Pro Bowl voting.
No. But let's do it for a second, though, real quick. Take 2 seconds. Adrian James a running back.
I don't know anyone else.
No, you do. Peyton Manning at quarterback.
You're talking about. I thought you were going in here.
Reggie Wayne at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison.
You know that was his team, right? That's the team he played on every year. That's the team. And then soon you leave, as in Edrin, the backup does the same shit you do.
Who?
Joseph Adai from LSU.
Joseph Adai, he did have a good.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'm helping you out. My biggest years where I played the most football at was the Eagles. Since I've left, they finally had a 1,000-yard rusher with Miles Sanders last year.
They got rid of him. They said we can't have this guy coming close
No,
to
no, man.
Shady's numbers.
That's not
Get him
why.
out.
He been there for like 4 years.
Get him out.
No, he been there for 4 years. He had 1,000 yards. He's a good player though.
Good guy.
1,000, like 9 or 1,000, 1,100, whatever. That's cool. The Bills, they still haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher. So my thing is, where is your real impact? If you're this good of a player, soon you leave, the backup do the same thing. Now, how good are you really? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But what if they?
Okay, let's go.
What if the teams, because they had such a dominant back, they were like running the ball. They had the offense was built around the running back.
Great question.
Right?
Great question.
And then all of a sudden they couldn't win the Super Bowl. They couldn't get to the Super Bowl. So they're like, fuck it. We're getting rid of running back. We already had that insane running back. We gotta evolve to what everyone else is out. Maybe that someone could say that.
So the Colts. So I told you that, I don't know if you heard me. They had Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
So when we go into the game, who you think we trying to stop? You think we about to pack the line of scrimmage up to stop Edgerrin James, or we gonna stop Peyton Manning in that passing game?
Yeah, you make them one-dimensional. You stop the run always.
Okay. All right. Well, if you think that, that's cool.
You got to.
It's not even about
everything comes off the run game, whether you have one or not.
I mean, it depends. I hear that, but then like, there's some teams that we throw the ball. We're throwing the ball. I personally haven't had a lot of open boxes running the ball.
No, you didn't.
But what I'm saying is, if I had a Peyton, I'm damn sure. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no one put Edgerrin James in all-time great.
He's a Hall of Famer. You talking Hall of Fame backs, right? This you want it.
He's a Hall of Famer.
This you asked for. So we going to some of these Hall of Fame running
I
backs.
didn't know Edgerrin James was in the Hall of Fame. He had a lot of yards though, didn't he?
He had a lot of carries too.
See, that's impressive though. Probably was healthy too. That's the thing about running backs.
He had a lot of 300 carry years. I've only had one.
That's impressive.
A lot of
Guys get hurt, and we're seeing it right now. Guys can't even run the ball. What's the number now?
I don't know.
They're saying it's like 360 snaps for a running back. They're like, if they play that or they have those carries, they're like going to get hurt. That's what the analytics team is.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that.
So when you see a guy that can do it repetitively, like that's why Frank Gore was crazy to me. Like that dude carried the ball so much.
Longevity.
Longevity is huge in running back.
But there's nobody that blocks better than Frank Gore. There's nobody that plays in the
between the tackles.
He got good eyes. He got
downhill,
good feet, and he's always leaning forward. I've never seen anybody better than him at that.
No, he makes the right read always, and he knows how to manipulate blocks, the double teams, because they always had the double teams with them.
The big boys, yeah.
You'll see a lot of like really like that's the difference between a pro back and a college back. So college backs can get away with not making the right read
or manipulating the defense.
Yeah, they can run through arm tackles and stuff. When you get to the league, it's like there's a track that you have to run because of how the blocking schemes are. And I didn't know that until I got to the NFL because I was like, this guy's going to be hella good. We got him. And then you see that he makes the cut, three steps too early. And then the guy sheds off the block.
Yeah, and that's one thing as a young back. The hardest thing is, damn.
Patient.
There's a hole. I'm hitting it. No. Sell that shit more.
Yeah. Come off his heels.
Right.
They always say come off his ass, but it's pause. I always say, Coach, hey, pause, dude.
Yeah, I pause a lot of the stuff Coach be saying.
Coaches be saying. How insane was it that Vinatieri, same Vinatieri that won Super Bowls with the Patriots, kicking in, snowstorms, they clear out the thing. They clear it out. They cleared out the pathway for him to kick.
Did he make it?
He made it to go. Remember, it was
curved in.
Remember Jacoby? They had the 2-point conversion, but there was a pick play.
Yeah.
Which it was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you remember that? That's right. Yep.
And then they went back, and it was like a 43-yard fucking extra point in a snow condition to go to overtime.
Yeah, that's a good point because I remember that. Yep.
And then he had a shot to win it, and he missed it. He had the same kind of
the hook.
That was like a boomerang. That thing.
He won that good, so we weren't surprised about him, not completing.
Who?
Vinatieri? Nah, Brissett.
Yeah.
He had a chance to win it too.
That's true.
He's a good backup quarterback.
Let me think.
He's won games.
You played with him with Patriots too.
Yeah, I like Jacoby, but
Hey,
He's a good backup quarterback, and he's tough.
I beat the Patriots one time. Tom won the quarterback. You know what it was?
Jacoby Brissett.
Talk to your boy.
I remember that.
I mean, he was god awful.
What
But
year?
if it weren't for him, I would never beat the Patriots.
I think you got 2. You got 1 in Kansas City, 1 in Buffalo against the Patriots.
Oh, I was thinking about the.
Suspension year, 2016. Walk us through your game-winning run. What's the
Oh.
play call?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Was it a gap scheme? Was it a zone? Looked like it was a lot of
I
downhill.
want to say a power because I think Richie
Power.
Cognito blocked out. He's a big guy.
Richie Incognito.
I love him.
I love Richie.
He's one of my favorite
Cognito.
linemen.
I used to train with him out here.
This might be just a double block.
With Webb under center.
Yep.
Look at Richie right there. Went up second level.
Time to go night. Good night. It's over. Hey, how about this? At the end of this, I couldn't breathe. Everybody tackled me into the snow. I'm thinking like, yo, bro, it's the snow down here, and it was high. You had to be there.
That's like under a dog pile. Those
Yes,
are
something like
scary.
that.
There's always one kid that are like, hey, stop.
Bro, I was panicking like, yo, I can't breathe down here. Like, yo.
You get claustrophobic in
And you
that.
got this fat lineman. Them dudes is 350, man. Come
And
on,
they're
man.
celebrating, so they think everything's fun.
And I'm probably like 208 at the time. This is my favorite dog right now. Does he shed a lot or no?
0.
Really? All this?
He's an Australian Labradoodle.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't shed at all.
What's up, buddy?
Got a little Joe Dirt
What's up,
mullet.
man? What's up, big guy?
So the aftermath of this game, after your insane walk off, you guys just straight mudding. That's mudding football right there. And Shady is proven to be a mud and running back because you have such. I feel like it's because you have great balance. You keep your. You don't ever get outside your base. You know, that's what a lot of guys. That's how you get hurt, and that's how you slip. Usually when guys are slipping, they're outside of their base. You have such a wide frame, and you have wide feet. You always cut off the inside part of your foot. You know what I mean? Guys try to cheat that.
You should be a coach.
Nah, you know.
That was pretty good.
But it's true, is it not?
I don't know.
It is.
I never thought about that. I just be doing that shit.
Nah.
So
It's how you're built.
it's the inside of my foot.
You cut always off the inside part of your outside foot.
Yeah. Okay.
So like whenever we used to have the first day of rain practice, we'd always practice outside on the grass. Guys, you can cheat like regular grass or turf. You
Right.
can't cheat a wet surface, and it's because you're cutting weird or you're cutting different. You cut off the inside this part instead
I
of
just
this.
learned something today. First of all.
Yeah.
You must have learned that from a good coach or a great coach.
I don't know.
Maybe the best coach of all time.
I don't know. This guy.
Bill Belichick versus Andy Reid. Wow.
What's Bill Belichick versus Andy Reid? Where's that? What's the stats?
Bill's got him 6-3 all time.
6-3. That's it.
8,
They only played
rings
three.
to 3 rings, as we alluded to.
I mean, but you
earlier.
can't. This is a bad. Like, come on, man.
It's
Yeah,
I-
Tom
it's
Brady. You
tough.
can't do this. You
It's
can't do
tough,
this,
I know.
bro.
It is what it is.
Come on, man. Anybody had time they winning championships.
That's true.
Come on, bro. Like,
He drafted them.
I don't like to do this with Bill because I respect him, so I ain't gonna do that. But he can't touch Andy Reid.
He can't.
You drop them dudes in any different team, Andy's gonna outdo him, and you know that. Tom Brady freaking shooting threes and jump shots. He out the league. He ain't never coming back. You put Andy wherever Bill's at, he gonna win. If they was in the same division, he will scrape him. You know it.
Mm-hmm. Well, with Patrick Mahomes right now, it'd be very tough.
You know, I'm saying no, any team.
I don't think that.
So let me ask you this: you think that if right now today, Andy Reid was on the Patriots, would they be better or would they be like they are now?
They'd be built differently.
Would they be better or would they be like the same like they are now? Would they be, better records? How about that? Let's do
Same
that.
teams and all.
Same players, same everything. What you think?
Remember we were talking about this and we talked about time management. We talked about that time management stuff.
You keep saying that. He only had like a year or two. He had bad time management. You keep saying that.
He had some really. And then it came out last week.
Last we win.
Didn't he do something last week?
Let's make this up.
No.
Yeah, let me.
I put it in my
find the facts.
notes.
I'll find the facts.
I
Back
put it in
up.
my notes. I was watching
Let's
the game.
make this up.
I was literally watching the game. I was like, this is exactly what I was saying to Shady. He had something.
He's smart.
Regardless,
Dude.
they're both very good, but I mean, you had to still kiss the rings.
Yeah, I mean, but like, you had the equalizer.
And we're going to see with an equalizing type quarterback what Andy Reid can pump out.
We're about to watch.
We're about to see.
And one thing
if they don't get 6.
One thing you said earlier, though.
If they don't get 6, because it's hard to do it and continually. Like, he's got one generation of team to continually do it with different generations. That's what we're going to see.
One thing you said that was false.
What?
You said that the Patriots, it was hard to win because they had the money issues. Y'all didn't have a lot of money issues. Y'all never paid players their true value with the Patriots.
Well, I'll give you that. They don't pay their homegrown. But they had the number one excuse when I would go to Bill and I would say, hey, I want this. He would say, how am I going to give you that when I give Brady this? You know what I mean?
Because he's never made money at the top of the market like he's supposed to. Brady. So when your quarterback's not making the max money like he's supposed to,
so then everyone's got to fall in line.
Not even for a line part, but there's more money to.
Yeah, that's right. But if you look at how a team's built, we always had there's like. Usually teams are built with like 3. Back when we were playing, there'd be like 3 dudes making upper echelon money, like big money.
Right.
And then there'd be like 5 dudes making that middle tier, and then everyone else would be in that minimum.
Okay.
Ours would be like Tom would be barely making that. We'd have in that second thing, we'd have probably like 11 of those types of guys. If you like look at it like that's how the team was always built.
What I'm saying is that when other teams, when a quarterback gets that big lump sum, it's hard to get 11 guys to even do that. It's hard to get. That's so. Y'all didn't really have a lot of money issues because your top dude wasn't taking the money.
Yeah, but they were also. Go look at what they were doing with like the. Tom never played into like the back end of his contract. He always renegotiate.
But what I get that part.
So then, like, it didn't look. But like old Brady, how much did he make? I'm not trying to count no one's chips, but the Joker made a lot of money.
I mean. You talking about his career? Yeah. He's played for 20-some seasons.
Yeah.
But dudes like Eli, dudes like Big Ben, dudes like Peyton, like them dudes is cashing out at the top of the market.
I will give you this
Aaron
argument.
Rodgers.
I will give you this argument. They didn't pay very well.
You can't give it to me. This is what it is. So my thing is, I'm saying to you, when you talk about having a rosters get broken up in the NFL because of money. Quarterback takes all the money.
I'd take that mid money. I didn't play for the money. I play for the memories.
All I'll say is this. All I'm saying is that.
Pay for the memories. Had a lot of memories. A lot of
Dudes
good
like
ones.
Dom was getting paid at the top of the market, so like he's taking the money. You can't build on that team. That don't matter. All I'm saying is Belichick is a good coach, I guess. And Aaron or
Andy, he's
Andy
a good
Reid
coach. I respect the shit out of Andy Reid.
You should.
I mean, every time we played him, though, we went into Kansas City. We were the old team. They were the young, good in time.
12.
What else we got? The new rule added to this game: only players on the field can clear the spot for the kicker, because pre-field goal kick in this Vinatieri had the whole team. The Bills had the whole team out there.
That's true.
Indy.
Indy did. That's true. That is true. They had everybody digging up the snow.
They said only guys on the field can help. Can't have the whole bench over there.
So we were scrimmaging the Patriots. I forget what year it is. I was with the Eagles, though.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we were beating y'all real good in practice.
That was
in the game. Y'all beat the shit out of us, though.
That was in 13.
And I remember y'all had a bad practice, and Bills, after practice was over, he blew the whistle. Go to the hell. I'm like, damn. They getting punished for not having a good practice? And they went to the hill when they was running up and down the hill.
Yeah, I was there.
That was like high school shit. That was crazy.
That wasn't punishment. That was just us. We ran always after, especially if we had joint practices. They would always run us so they show the other coaching staff, like, hey, we get our guys. Our guys we're getting them working.
But I'll
tell you right now, you know how many games we won where we were just in better shape than guys? Because guys at the end of the game, we'd never had any big name offensive line guys that everyone always says, right? Mm-hmm. But our guys were rad smart. They were always in insane condition, and they played well together. And you'd play these like really explosive defensive lines, and like we would slow them down, A, by going no huddle, let them run, trap a personnel group in there, and B, we just run the ball down the throat. and then they would break by the end because teams were never even close to as good a shape as we were.
I agree with that. You guys are really disciplined. That's one thing I do give him credit. He was a disciplined coach, man. The players was all smart. You guys didn't beat yourselves. That's what the Patriot way is, right?
I don't know. What's the Patriot way?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what that shit is either.
I thought the Patriot was just having Tom Brady.
That's what I thought it was. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was for real though. Cause you don't see that shit no more. We're just tired of guys out. They ain't tired no more. They fucking ready. They ready. When Tom was there, he was tired. New story.
Is this the best snow game of all time?
Nah.
You had another good one?
I had 20 yards in the snow before.
Well, before this or after?
Before.
What was it? You were with Philly?
Mm-hmm.
Who did you play?
Detroit.
You
never seen that game? With Megatron, they always show he has all the snow in his helmet.
Yeah, I remember.
That's the game, I think. That's the game, yep. Mm-hmm.
Is it so 200 and then what was this, a 140? Did you have 140 or 150?
152, I believe.
So are you the greatest snow running back of all time?
156, sorry.
I don't know. I don't know other backs that's played in the snow. I'm
going to say yes.
I'm saying yes.
It's not a bad answer. It's not a bad answer now, guys. But I don't know. I'm a humble guy, man. I'm humble. Come on now.
You just turned into a Patriot right now?
That's right. It's a team.
Is this?
I'm just happy to be here as a team. Thank you. Patriot guys. Patriots, that's how they do it, right?
Jack, we miss anything?
Nah, we were pretty clean, but was looking through a couple other great snow games. We got the Tuck Rule game.
Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
Tuck Rule game.
The Leon Lett game on Thanksgiving Day in '93.
Leon Lett.
The Snowplow game, '72. Patriots Dolphins. Speaking of clearing spots for the kickers, just to name a few. One other question I'd be remiss if I didn't get to ask. Shady, I got a 2021 interview here. When asked if Jules is a Hall of Famer, you said, "Nah, come on, man." Do you stay by that point?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I mean, I think he was a hell of a player. See, this is what I don't like about these interviews, though, right? Because I told you I'm real raw and just authentic.
He's unfiltered.
The thing is, they asked me this whole question, and it was because it was a thing in the media about him in the Hall of Fame, and I was like, damn, he was nice as shit, like he was tough, he was nice. I said, but I don't know about Hall of Fame. Like Hall of Fame, you got Terrell Owens, you got all these Randy Moss, all these dudes, all these big ass numbers. They didn't talk about that. Only thing they said is Shady said that you're not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And I remember Brandon was like, I said, damn, you think Jules ain't gonna fuck with me? Or excuse me, you think he gonna be cool with me? Because I said that, and it was more like, it was an old interview, I was telling about it. And I said, I didn't say it that way, but the media only took out.
Yeah, I don't care.
But I mean,
you're entitled to your opinion.
I'm saying, like, I didn't say anything crazy.
I know. I ain't trying to put anybody on blast.
Hey, man, you said you asked a question. I gave you an answer. I'm not. It wasn't. But to tell you to your face, it wasn't like a diss. Because before I even gave the answer, I gave you praise. Because I watched you play. Like, damn, he's nice. Like, Yeah. But it was like Hall of Fame. Like, there's a lot of Hall of Fame receivers that got crazy ass, right?
Yeah.
Well, holler me. Tell me how you feel about that. When you read it, how'd you feel about it?
I don't really remember it like that, though.
Okay. That was good.
Like, off the top, like, I wasn't like, oh, fuck. Nah.
Because they just twisted, though. So it just made it seem like it was.
Honestly,
wait. And they read me names. That's another thing they did. They was going on the players.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I mean, no disrespect to you, dog, but Randy Moss is probably top 10 player ever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, come on, what we talking about right now? Like, it wasn't that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
He's raw. At least he'll say it to your face, guys.
Oh no, but see, I'm not, because it don't come from a
malicious
at all.
Not malicious.
No, we just talking ball. You know what I mean? But if they ask me, you a good player? I said, damn right.
Yeah.
Is he a baller?
Yeah.
Damn right. I would take him on my team. Real rap.
I'd take you on my team.
You know what I'm saying?
Shady.
For real.
Heck yeah.
I would take that.
That's a funny question though.
Yeah. So we have this thing where we score the game, and it's presented by WinBet, of course. Is this the greatest game of all time? Let's score it. Stakes. What are the stakes of this game? 0 out of 10.
Stakes?
Yeah, stakes.
6. I don't know.
6.
It's not the best game of all time.
No, yeah, that's pretty good. Star power.
That's pretty good. It went a lot of start with me, Frank, and who else?
Jacoby Brissett, Nathan Peterman.
Jacoby?
Like about a 3.
3.
Let's do 2. There's only 2 stars in the game. Only 2 stars in the whole game. That's 2. Come on.
I like that.
Gameplay. What's that mean?
Just like how the game went is back and forth.
Now the game was fun though. I will say that. So I'm gonna give it a 10.
A 10.
There we
Hey,
go.
I'm just thinking like the like it was a fun game. Snow all day. It's just like we punt. It was so many punts.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like a lot of. It was passes that was like catching it, then he dropping it,
Tipping.
Yeah, it was a lot of crazy.
It was a fun game. We'll give it a 10. The name. So what's the name of the game? Is it the Snowball? Is it the Snovertime? Is it the Buffalo Blizzard?
Ooh, that sound the Buffalo Blizzard. That sound dope.
Sounds like a good Dairy Queen item too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there tonight. Let's see. Oh, I'm on a diet.
Oh, you gotta get DQ in there.
Hey, how you staying? You work out last day?
Yeah. Okay.
I just started working out again. I'm like, damn, I'm getting big in my
I
suit.
box.
Boxing's great.
It's really good.
We should
And it
spar.
doesn't hurt my knees.
We should spar.
We can spar.
I want to go with you, bro.
Yeah, come check it out.
Because that's
Come
that's
check it out.
great workout.
It hurts.
It
What's
hurts.
What's the score? The name of the game, real quick. What's the
Nah,
name?
Buffalo-
What's the name score? What you gonna the Buffalo Blizzard out of 10? What is that?
The name?
Yeah,
That's a good 8.
that's a good 8.
That's a good 8. That's a good 8. Name? That's a good 8.
What's our total, Jack?
6.5.
Where does it rank?
that?
These are all our guests who
puts
we've had
us-
or all the games we've done.
That ties us with Game 7 of the 2011 Stanley
Damn.
Cup Finals with Zdeno Chara and puts us just ahead of Gilbert Arenas' 60-point game.
Oh, yeah, 60 points?
Yeah,
In the
on
throw him out the
Kobe.
club game.
Gilbert
with
was
Gronk
nice. Gilbert Arenas was
On Kobe.
nice. I'm a Kobe fan.
I am too.
Gilbert Arenas was super nice, bro. He one of my well, I ain't gonna say my favorite players, but I like the way he played. He was nice. Although he did be tripping a little bit when it comes to Steph Curry. Other than that, he's nice.
He's a beast.
He was a beast, bro.
It'd be funny to get you guys together.
We can do that, but we did one when I'm athlete. He was cool.
Yeah,
He tried to tell us that he's better than Steph Curry if you're taking 25 years and down. I was like,
yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
better than Steph Curry sound wild, right? This
Steph Curry is a monster.
should have got like a ticket from a police officer for saying shit like that. But I get what he was saying. But
You should have said,
what?
you know, what's for lunch?
Oh, I thought
Call back.
you eat steak. How you like your
Steak?
Yeah,
Yeah.
shrimp. Let's order that because you talking crazy. But he was nice though. He was nice. He was a bucket.
We miss anything, Jack?
I think we're good.
You want to plug anything?
No, I'm chilling.
You nothing? Just on Fox. Let's speak.
They just asked me that question. They try to, you know
They
what
try
I mean?
to catch you. Hey, thank you for coming on.
Oh, that was fun. Nah, even though she told me, I said, oh man, I gotta do it.
Boy,
Woo-hoo, doozy.
popcorn was being served.
That was he was everything he's billed to be, man. Shady didn't disappoint.
Shady, he never disappoints. He has no filter, and he has his take, and he stands by his take.
Straight shooter.
And if he's wrong, he'll eat it, though. He'll eat it.
Hey,
He
it's
was
not
cool.
a lie if you believe it.
He was really fun.
He was fun. I love Shady. We got to get him back on here, do some of his Eagles games, a Pitt game, something.
We got to.
He's a beast.
He's just fun to talk to and get his perspective. He's a smart guy.
Amen.
He remembers everything, too.
He does. I mean, he's got a fucking steel trap for a mind.
He asked me, we leave, and he goes, "Are you left-handed?" I go, "No, why?" And he goes, "'Cause you always carry the ball with your left hand." That right there tells me he knows some stuff
Holy
because I was a 4-back in the Wishbone back in 1998 in Redwood City Pop Warner. I always ran the ball to my left, and the sideline was there, and you always taught to get the ball on your sideline. So my left became my dominant arm, which is weird for a right-handed person. Usually people are more comfortable, and Shady brought that out.
Talk about an observant cat. Oh my god.
Observant.
Dude, I crunch your tape like it's a fucking episode of The Office, but I never noticed that.
You ain't crunching tape, Jack. Get out of here.
I really didn't even, man.
I'm going to start calling you Captain Crunch. By the way, one of our favorite cereals, if you're out there listening.
Amen. Should we get into these questions we got from the DMs?
Yeah, let's hear what these questions.
So we opened them up. We put out the prompt of hit us with your dream guest, your dream game, your dream game guest combo, and we yielded some pretty good stuff. I come through and pulled the top 5 here. You ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
All right, our guy John Edwards _14 on Instagram said Steph Curry's Elite 8 run. You know this one's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah,
The Davidson Wildcats.
You know him too.
You
were there.
I was at these games.
You worked
I
with
know
them.
him. I love him, baby. We got to get Steph in here.
Dude.
Bob McKillop in here, the whole crew.
Steph Curry, he is such a professional. Not just how he's revolutionized the game, but you never hear really a bad thing about him. And he is he's just a great family man. He always has he never gives a bad vibe. He's just very lovable.
Amen. And
then he will shoot the lights out of any gym with any he's an assassin and his handles are. He's revolutionized basketball. He literally has changed the sport of basketball. We don't have any more centers. No.
Spread them out, baby.
Everyone shoots threes because of Steph Curry. Can we get him on? Jack, you know him. Call him.
I'll put in a word here. I'll put in a word. Oh my God, that would be incredible. Moving on, we got from the 3 Dr. John Richardson on Instagram. Mark Sanchez, Vince Wilfork for the butt fumble.
Both at the same time?
That would be wild.
I mean, Sanchito works for Fox.
He's easy to get to.
I think we can get Sanchito.
We can get Sanchito. We can get.
We did a Super Bowl appearance together.
Oh,
he mediated something that we did, and he did pretty well. He's doing well on TV.
Yeah, he's solid.
He's handsome.
He's an LA guy.
I don't know with the hair.
It's a little. It's longer than you ever see him in the playing days.
Yeah.
Eating a hot dog on the sidelines, it was pretty clean cut, but now
yeah,
he's letting it flow.
Maybe that's what he's feeling right now. That's his confident self.
I'd like to get it straight.
I want to. We're gonna get him on here and ask.
Get him on here. What about Big Vince? Is he just chilling down in Texas?
I don't know, but anytime I think about Vince, I just think of he had literally a semi truck. He had a semi truck truck that he without a trailer, literally a semi truck that he would drive to work, and I just see him with nothing but overalls on.
That's exactly how I picture him right now.
And cowboy boots.
And he's got to be manning a grill of some sort, a huge smoker.
Definitely. He has cooked for me, and it was phenomenal. Went to his house once with Randy.
Oh.
Man, it was...
I would kill to be at that meal. What a beast. Love Vince.
Vince.
Got to get him on. Moving on, Thad Harold, also on Instagram, a throwback, Carlton Fisk for the 1975 World Series Game 6. You remember when he was doing the foul ball, doing that one?
That's a throwback.
Yeah, throwback. Maybe if we ever...
Carlton Fisk. You gotta...
Just stay fair.
It didn't.
Stay fair. Maybe if we
it went foul, right? No, it went foul. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to... that was against the Reds, I believe. If we ever maybe pop over to Fenway...
We got it.
Carlton or
gotta get a Fisk in. We need a baseball.
The original Pudge.
We need a baseball game.
It's been a while since we've done a baseball.
On ASAP.
Yep. In classic baseball like that. When baseball was cool, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
That was still old-time baseball.
Right.
Where it was part of America.
Cool
baseball was 90s baseball.
Cool baseball is 90s baseball.
The 80s, 85 to 90s baseball. That's these dudes are fucking hitting the ball to the moon.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, these guys are playing small ball still back in 75. Which is fun. I'm a baseball traditionalist. I love baseball.
I'm with you.
But the cool
90s. This was pretty cool. You're right.
That's pretty cool.
Now we're just in kind of a forgettable era.
It's fast. It's fast era. It's the fast.
Mookie, shout out Mookie.
We love Mookie.
Another one from Instagram came in. Matthew P. Charles would like to see us have Ray Caruth and O.J. Simpson on. Jesus. Matthew, boy, we got some fucked up listeners.
God. The Juice?
The Juice? I mean, we are in Brentwood.
We did have a Juice reference.
Oh, you're right. Oh, my God.
Shady.
That got real awkward real fast.
So when he said the Hall of Fame stuff, I thought about Juice because it was on Instagram. Yeah. Someone asked him.
Yes.
Someone sent me a video of OJ saying that I belong in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And then he brought up that, and I was going to say, but I couldn't.
That would have been a good
I couldn't
callback. You're
reference.
right.
Yeah.
OJ, he loves the Twitter video. OJ does.
Yeah. It's,
I was this close to pulling it up. This close. And I didn't know how long it was. A little OJ.
Yeah.
You never know.
I like when OJ.
I don't think Shady would have mind.
No, he would have been down to
He
watch
would've
the
ate
whole
it
thing.
up.
OJ always signs off. I'm just saying on Twitter, and then on Ray Caruth, I mean, also a reprehensible figure. There was a guy I remember going to Panthers games growing up.
Who is Ray Caruth?
Wide receiver out of Colorado. He had a hitman try to kill his pregnant wife.
Oh, so these are
bad guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and this guy,
Jesus,
Matthew. Yeah, he wants to see us have him on and welcome him to your home. Like, what the fuck, bro? So this guy, Ray Cruz, awful guy, tried to have a hitman kill his wife who was pregnant at the time. There was a guy after this. I would see him at Bank of America Stadium, maybe Erickson Field back then. He was like the middle-aged, most mild-mannered looking, like average white dad. He would wear a Ray Caruth jersey tucked into like acid wash jeans for like 20 years. No matter what, I would go to this game or a Panthers game like once or twice a year, see this guy every time.
Wow.
And he was just walking around like it was cool. I think he makes Twitter every now and again. People will resurface photos of the guy.
Jeez, this guy, was he that good of a player?
He's like a second-round pick out of Colorado. Like, I don't know the full stats.
This
but
guy likes him.
This guy fucking loves him.
Likes him.
That's a guy we might need to get on the pod and say, dude, what is wrong with you? On a lighter note,
Yeah.
a more normal fan, Matt Zetcher, I believe, is the pronunciation on Instagram also.
Zetcher.
He wants the Kelsey Bowl.
You got to get the Kelsey.
It's not
coming.
an if, it's
coming.
a win. Yeah.
It's not if.
We heard him on tape on the New Heights podcast.
They confirmed it.
They confirmed it.
That's a hard yes.
Yes, we will count
That's
that.
an inked yes.
Inked yes.
What an episode. Thanks again, Shady. That was unbelievable. That's been another episode of Games with Names presented by WinBet. Remember, guys, please follow us at Games with Names.
Yeah.
On Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat. Jackie, we'll see him next week. We'll see him next week. That was a good one. Another one in the bank.
Yeah, baby.
As Belichick would say, put it in the bank. Games with Names is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.